Do you know the story of this black inventor whose idea saved lives in smoke-filled rooms long before modern safety gear existed? Have you heard of Garrett Morgan, the man who invented the gas mask that protected workers and rescuers from deadly smoke and fumes? Follow if you've never heard this story. Because before gas masks were standard equipment, before firefighters had modern breathing apparatus, people walked into burning buildings with no real protection, and many never walked out. In the early 1900s, factories, tunnels, and buildings were filled with toxic smoke and fumes. Fires were common. Industrial accidents were deadly. When emergencies happened, rescuers had little defense against suffocation. That's when Garrett Morgan saw a problem no one else was solving. Born in 1877, Morgan was the son of an enslaved parent and had only an elementary school education. But he had something just as powerful, the ability to observe danger and imagine solutions. In 1914, Morgan invented what he called the safety hood. Today, we recognize it as an early gas mask. His design was simple but revolutionary. The hood covered the head and used a system of tubes to pull in cleaner air closer to the ground, where smoke was thinner. It filtered out harmful fumes and allowed the wearer to breathe in environments that would otherwise be fatal. This wasn't theory. It worked, and it worked well. Morgan's safety hood was used by firefighters, factory worker rescue teams, people who had to enter danger to save others. His invention proved its value during emergency rescues, when workers trapped in smoke-filled spaces could finally be reached safely. Lives were saved. But here's the part that makes this story even more powerful. At the time, racism was so deeply ingrained that Morgan often couldn't openly demonstrate his own invention. In some cases, he hired white men to wear the safety hood during public demonstrations while he posed as an assistant, so the invention would be taken seriously. Let that sink in. A black man invents life-saving technology, but has to hide his identity so people will trust it. Still, Morgan pushed forward. He patented the safety hood and sold it to cities, factories, and fire departments. His invention became one of the foundations of modern respiratory protection. And it didn't stop there. That same mind, the one that refused to accept danger as normal, would later invent a life-saving traffic signal, an improved sewing machine. Garrett Morgan didn't invent for fame. He invented for survival, for workers who deserved to come home alive, for rescuers who deserved protection, for people who had been ignored by safety standards. Today, every modern gas mask, firefighter breathing apparatus, and emergency respirator traces its roots back to Morgan's safety hood. We rarely think about the technology that protects us, but someone had to imagine safety first, and that someone was a black inventor with limited education, but unlimited impact. This is the story of Garrett Morgan's gas mask. A reminder that black innovation has always saved lives, even when history tried to hide the name behind it. Follow us to uncover more hidden black stories. Follow for more untold history.